Johnson's got it. He's going to score. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Touchdown, Longview. Longview has taken the lead. This group of seniors Longview has, I think maybe what you're kind of touching on too about not thinking you're ever going to lose a game or not lose. I don't think since they've been playing football they've only lost about a couple of games. Well, once last year, maybe one this year. So that winning breeds winning. I think
it does, and winning programs just don't go down easy. And, so I think this is going to be a really good game here tonight.
What about the keys?
Well, I think for Longview, and I think this key is from what we saw last week. I think you're going to have to get some stops. I think you need to create some turnovers. This team's going to throw the ball a lot. Last year in the game they threw 50 times. I don't think you'll see 50 passes tonight, but I think Longview defensively really needs to upgrade their play over what we saw last week against Texas High. Now, in defense of Longview's defense, we shift a lot of people around. We've had some people hurt. We've got some people in. Chris Weaver, who's a great linebacker, all of a sudden he's playing defensive end.
He was All-State last year.
And it takes a while to get to switch positions. Offensively, I think the key to Longview, and I'm not exactly sure why it's this way, but we really have not established our running game in any game yet this year. And at some point, as we go to the 6th game of the year, we got to figure out what we are on offense and get back into a groove. And I think that's really important because, what's going to happen is the district after tonight is going to get easier. I'm not saying we can't lose, but we're definitely going to get easier, and then you can get a misconception of where you are, and so I think this is an important game for Longview. I think they need to step up and play 4 quarters of effective football tonight.
I agree totally. 13-4A tonight.
Well, 13-4A is you got Marshall at Hallsville. Hallsville with the win over Mount Pleasant last week, so they're looking to win at home tonight against Marshall. Mount Pleasant's at Pine Tree, and of course Texas High, which is kind of strange. They had a week off before playing Longview, and now they're off again this week.
I was going to ask you that when we got here tonight. Have you ever heard of that before? Somebody open a game and then open in the middle of the season?
Well, I think what happened is they only have 9 games this year, I think, and so that's the reason for that. But no, that's real unusual. And if you can only get 9 games, it's probably not a bad idea to take the open week before Longview, huh?
Yeah, that's probably a pretty good idea. What about the top 10?
Okay, the top 10 is not much change from last week. Matter of fact, not changed at all. I think this is the first week that it didn't change. Lake Travis is number 1. Denton Guyer is 2. Hewitt Midway is 3. Sulphur Springs is 4. Waxahachie is 5. Might mention, too, Midway and Waxahachie in the same district. Longview 6. 7 is Angleton. 8 is Denton Ryan, who's in the district with Denton Guyer.
Wow.
Kind of contrasting teams a little bit. Denton Ryan and Scotty Young is like they throw virtually every single down. Highland Park is number 9, and number 10 is Shirt Steel.
We'll be back with more football from Lobo Stadium on 104.1 The Ranch after this 2-minute timeout. Well, our national anthem played by the Longview High School Band. Brent Taylor, Johnny Vaughn, Eddie and Mike Richardson, along with Gene Morris. He's with us tonight. Sulphur Springs in town, the number 4 ranked team in Class 4A. Longview, their Sulphur Springs is 5-0 in the season. Longview 4-1, ranked number 1 most of the way, but when lost to Lufkin, Sulphur Springs vaulted Longview and dropped to 6. Longview dropped to 6. This is only the second ever meeting between these two teams. Last year, the first up in Sulphur Springs, and Longview won that one 38-13. The scene tonight is Lobo Stadium. Longview hadn't lost in Lobo Stadium in several years, so a win streak on the line. John King, the coach at Longview, and Greg Owens is the coach at Sulphur Springs. One thing about Sulphur Springs, when they got on the road last year, they rolled through the playoffs in pretty impressive fashion.
Yeah, well, you know, the reality is it probably helped them to play in a district that had a Texarkana in it and a Longview in it. It kind of prepared them for the playoffs, and then they did get on the road, and they got a break in that Rockwall Heath when they played them. Their running back was out. He had about 2,000 yards, and they did a good job, and they came away with the state championship. And, you know, from a Lobo perspective, you're glad to